hour drive. Very, very long drive. No, this is my biological dad. I was like itty bitty. So, there's a funny story that goes with this. We'll get to that one. So, we're in the car, and then all of a sudden, just in the distance, we hear a whale, and all of a sudden we see its tail go flick and splash. And it was, this is such a core memory. It was such a magical moment for me. That was the first time me seeing a whale and hearing one. And I started crying because I just felt so grateful to be there at that very moment. It was like perfect timing. And so we head back inside, we eat some food, and then my dad goes, "Hey, Lex, do you want to sleep on the beach?" I tell him, yes, I would love to sleep on the beach. So, me, a couple of my uncles, my aunts, we all go outside and we make a little mini bonfire. And it was just so peaceful, just feeling the coolness of the sand beneath you, the warmness of the fire, feeling the slight breeze, and smelling the ocean breeze. And we're sitting there, we're all talking about stories, and we're just absolutely vibing. So I remember I woke up that morning, the next day, and I just so vividly remember the coolness and how soft the sand felt when I woke up. And hearing the seagulls. So I wake up and the sun is starting to come up. It's still it's still slightly dark out. And I remember I was on my side. It wasn't cold. I mean, it was a little cold, but it wasn't like uncomfortably cold. You know what I mean? We had blankets and sleeping bags and pillows, so we were fine. So I remember I woke up and I see right straight in front of me is this little crab. This little crab is straight in front of my face when I wake up. And I'm like, "Hello, sir." And he's so cute. He's doing a little dance. He's like, and I remember being so happy, but also so scared because I was afraid he was gonna pinch my fucking nose or something. So I slowly stand up, and I just sit there and I just watch the little crab. And then my dad wakes up and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Anyways, so one of my favorite, happiest moments was sleeping on the beach with my dad and my family. And it was my other, probably second favorite memory, this kind of goes along with this story, was when we got back home. So we were living with my aunt. Like, basically, our whole family was living in this big-ass house. Anyway, so we were living with her, and she had this massive... What are they called? I think it's a willow tree. You know those trees that, like, they have the rope thingies almost hang down from them, and if you gather enough up, you can kind of swing on it. No. The starfish is actually, my cousins from Canada got that for me for my birthday. Anyway, so she had this massive willow tree in her backyard, and my dad goes, because he was smoking a cigarette outside. This was like the day or the night that we came back from the trip from the coast. We were there for about like a week. Anyways, and I'm outside with him, and I remember hearing like the crickets and looking at the stars with my dad. And he goes, Lex, do you hear that? And I go, what? And he's like, the wind. Do you hear the wind? And I go, what are you talking about? And he's like, come with me, come here. So we go over to the willow tree, and he's like, listen, just listen. And we're listening to the wind. And he's like, what is that? What does that remind you of? And I was like, the sea. And he's like, that's right. It sounds just like the sea. He's like, Lex, do you want to come sleep out here with me tonight? And I was like, yeah. So we went and grabbed our sleeping bags, and we laid down underneath the willow tree. We fell asleep, and that's another like favorite memory of mine. And it really did sound, if you do have a willow tree in your yard, like a big one, and you sleep under it, it really does sound like you're at the beach, like hearing the waves if there's wind. But by far one of my favorite memories. That crab, I just remember I woke up, like that was the first thing, because I was like feeling the sand on my hands. I was like, wow, this is really nice. And then I finally opened my eyes, and I just see this little crab right in my face, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's just like and then I remember my dad ended up fucking around with the crab, and it like pinched his hand, and he was like, ah, fuck. Anyways, it was really funny. But I just so vividly remember that little crab. Like, I just remember being like, what the fuck? Oh my goodness. Oh jeez. No, they hurt. Like, if they're big enough, they're this one was a little baby. He was a tiny little thing, but he was so cute. But I just remember being like, what the fuck? What is this crap doing here? I'm glad that because he was pretty close to my face, so I'm glad that he didn't like get any closer and like actually pinch me, because that would be one hell of a way to wake up. And not a way that I would want to be woken up by any means. Oh, thank you. So there you have it. Happiest memory of mine. It's, oh god, I miss the beach so much. Like, I still have sand from the last time that I went. This is not when I went, but this is the last time that I went to the beach. I got sand. It's actually still wet in there. That's crazy. Oh my. The feeling. Oh, I thought this was gonna smell like really bad. It doesn't smell bad at all. The feeling of sand at a beach is just, oh, there's just something about it. It's so magical. Like, I want to go back to the beach so that I can sleep on the beach again. Like, that has been the best sleep every time I've slept on a beach. Very best sleep. Because we didn't slide. Wait, sorry, I'm reading your thing. Do people tell you get a shorter bar for your eyebrow piercing? Or is it too new? No, I just like a longer bar. I've had, like, it's frustrating because the other ones I had were almost too short, and you couldn't even tell that I had an eyebrow piercing. I personally like them, like, same with my, like, nose piercings, like, I like them a little bit longer. It's just my preference, but I've never had anyone tell me to get them shorter. It didn't hurt too bad. It was actually not too bad. And it took about like 3-ish months to heal. Wait, what's today? Thursday? That's why the comments are so bad. I don't know why, but Thursdays on my lives are like some of the most feral comments. They like come out the woodworks. I don't understand. I'm definitely going to get cartilage re-pierced. I used to have 15 piercings. I've lost a lot of piercings. I've had to get them redone a bazillion times. Very annoying. But that, and I think for my birthday, I really want to get a tattoo. I only have 2, and I would like to get another